So you got that telemedicine interview and you're getting ready to get prepared and you're not quite sure of what kind of questions they may possibly be asking you. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 top possible questions that they may ask you that you should be prepared for. My name is Lori. I am your telemedicine chick, and in my videos, I provide you telewisdom to help empower and inspire you in your telemedicine career. So you may be saying, well, how does this telemedicine chick know what those top 3 questions? Well, I have worked as a regional practice manager in one of the telemedicine platforms I worked with, and I did interview a lot of potential candidates to work on our platform. And I've also had an interview or two in my telemedicine career, so I definitely know that these questions could possibly really be on the top of the list. And I want to make sure that you are prepared to answer them in a most beautiful way so that you are a good candidate for that job. So before we get started, make sure that you go down below and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my telewisdom that I provide you to help support and empower you in your telemedicine career. So my number one question that I think that you should definitely get prepared for is, and you may be like, really? And I will say yes, is why do you want to work for our company? And the reason why I say this is, and I can even tell you that even when I was interviewing people, we would ask this question when a lot of these platforms, they are really dedicated to their mission, right? Let's suppose it's birth control, right? That birth control company is really passionate about getting birth control out to as many people as they can, increasing access. So they will tend to be passionate for whatever it is, the platform that you're working on of, whatever specialty area, they're probably going to be passionate about it. So I would really suggest looking at the company, looking what they do, go on to LinkedIn, check out their profile, check out people that work on the platform. You can even maybe reach out to a fellow NP and say, hey, what's it like working there? Definitely reach out. Find those answers so that when you are asked, so why do you want to work for X company? You can be like, this is why. Question number 2 is, why do you want to get into telemedicine? And I'm going to say this to you because it's completely different, right? You are going from, if you're going from telemedicine job to telemedicine job, it's a little bit different. But if you are starting this in your telemedicine career, telemedicine is completely different. And you are not going to have that patient interaction like that in face and doing physical exam. So they may say to you, why do you want to get into telemedicine? And please, 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 and what I'm about to say has actually been said in an interview, please do not say, so that I can be home with my kids and I can work whenever I want to. That is not going to fly really well. And as much as we know that telemedicine is going to create a better work-life balance and a little bit more flexibility, a potential employer does not want to hear that. I can say to you, it has been said in an interview, and that person immediately was, we do not want that person. We want somebody that wants to increase access to care. We want someone who is dedicated to the platform, the type of specialty area that we are working in. Yes, I totally understand. One of the things that is uh, very beautiful about telemedicine is having a better work-life balance. But if you are going to respond by literally saying, so that I can be home with my kids and I can work when I want to, that is not going to fly in an interview. Please think about it. Think about how you're going to say something. Yes, work-life balance is definitely, I totally get that. But think of something that may be a little bit more in line with you being dedicated to the platform, to the patients, and what they stand for and what telemedicine does. And what does that do? It increases access to healthcare to so many more people. Okay, and the last thing that you definitely need to be prepared for, which could actually potentially be more than one question, is be prepared to answer clinical questions. I will tell you 500%, if you have an interview that you've been on and it did not ask you clinical scenarios and questions, then I would love to hear it down below and comment down below. But I guarantee you, you are going to get clinical questions. So if you are just trying to get into telemedicine and you're applying to various platforms and you do get an interview, make sure that you know what the platform is focusing on, what their specialty is, and make sure that you are definitely fluent in that specialty area, because you are going to get clinical questions asked. They can't, it's not like you're going to be in a clinic, going into a clinic and they're going to be able to see you and they're going to be having, when you're trained, like somebody's going to be by you. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes you get on a platform and they want to know and they want to absolutely make sure that you know what you're doing, because once you get orientated to the platform, the EMR system and all that fun stuff, then they are going to set you free. Yes, they'll monitor your charts and stuff like that, but they're not going to have that in-person visualization on you. So they are going to want to make sure that you know what you're doing in that specialty area. So be prepared for clinical questions. 500%. Again, if you've been on an interview and you have not had clinical questions, I would love to hear it down below where that is. But absolutely, 500%. Make sure that you are ready for clinical questions. I hope you found this video helpful. I will definitely say that those are my top 3 questions that are likely to be asked in a job interview. Of course, maybe you might not get all of them, but it's better to be prepared than not prepared. But out of all those 3 of them, the one I would definitely make sure that you prepare for are those clinical questions. I absolutely 500% make sure that you are prepared for clinical questions. And before you go, if you found this video to be helpful, please make sure you like. I'm trying to keep growing my community and I would really appreciate your support. Also subscribe to make sure that you don't miss another video, telewisdom, when it comes to empowering you and inspiring you in your telemedicine career. And if you know somebody that may be going up for an interview and they may find this helpful, make sure that you share the video as well. I really appreciate all of your support as I continue to grow my telemedicine chick community. And one last thing before you go, I will link either here or here. I'm not quite sure where they're going to end up, but I am going to link another video, which is going to talk about the number one thing that you're definitely going to need to know for your telemedicine interview. Please make sure that you go see that. If you don't see it here, it'll definitely be linked down there. So make sure that you check out that video. Thank you again for all of your support, and I will see you in the next video.